There is one show that I just cannot stop watching, and when I tell you what it is, you're gonna think I'm being held hostage, strapped to this chair with my eyes taped open, being forced to watch every single episode. But the reality is far more sad because I'm doing this all of my own self-destructive free will. And drumroll please, this dumpster fire of a show is Riverdale, the golden turd of the CW network. It's not good. It's straight out of the gate. I just want to say it's terrible. It's not enjoyable to watch. Don't watch it. I've had a curse put upon me by like an evil witch or something that's forcing me to watch every single episode because I just genuinely cannot stop watching. The best way I can sum up this show is that the plot is like a kid playing with action figures. It's like you got Superman in one hand and John Cena in the other, and you're just smashing them together and making them do all these goofy crazy things that just make no sense except in the mind of a child because he's just doing whatever comes to his brain. That's exactly what this show feels like. It's not coherent. It's not followable. There's nothing that you can like grab onto and it'll pay off later. Nothing like that. It's just literally nonsense. At least in the recent seasons. In the earlier seasons, there were some storylines and whatnot, but now it's just pure insanity. And me bringing up that Superman reference wasn't completely out of the blue. They actually have the last season, season 6, they brought in like superpowers and whatnot to the show, and they even they went to like an alternate parallel universe called Riverdale, where these superpowers were instead of Riverdale, and they had this whole Twilight Zone kind of thing. This isn't fake. I'm not lying to you right now. This sounds like I'm just coming up with random shit off the top of my head. It's real. This is actually plot points that happened in Riverdale. It went from a normal teen drama mystery show to this absolutely absurd superhero parallel universe good versus evil story that makes no sense. And now in the most recent season, season 7, they're doing this thing where it's like they're all dressed up like how they look in the Archie comics because that's what they're based on. And I don't know what the storyline is yet because as of me recording this, there's only one episode out. But so far, it's not good. I'm going to keep watching though. But just for the sake of you understanding a little bit, I want to show you some clips I found on YouTube of just some goofy moments from the show.
Tried to get in the garage.
Veronica?
Hey.
Arch, Jughead.
What are you doing here?
Wait, so these are your bitches?
I beg your misogynistic pardon?
Ah yes, as if it was written and performed by middle schoolers.
Hark, there she be.
Oh my god, dude. I completely forgot about they had a whole cult season. They had a season about cults. How did I forget about that? That's like a repressed memory. I shut that in the back of my head. It was horrible. They did a whole thing about cults. And this God thing, oh my lord.
If we weren't here, we'd be in high school joining clubs, trying out for sports.
Not me. I dropped out in the 4th grade to run drugs to support my nana.
That means you haven't known the triumphs and defeats, the epic highs and lows of high school football.
I'll tell you one thing, this show isn't meant to be self-aware, it's not meant to be funny, but that is one of the funniest scenes I have ever seen in my life. I think about that scene so often, it's so good. It is the best moment in this entire show. The dude just poured his heart out, saying how he's been on that Sigma male grind set, dropping out in the 4th grade to sell drugs to support his family, and then Archie's like, cool story, dude. I don't really care. That means you've missed out and you haven't ever experienced the epic highs and lows of high school football. Because everybody knows high school football is the peak of life. You play high school football, it doesn't get much better than that. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video about my guilty pleasure. And I'll tell you one thing, don't trust IMDb. You can go to the most recent episode here, Season 7, Episode 1. And it has a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. And this show is not a 7 out of 10 anymore. Maybe during the first couple seasons, but no, it's a 4 at most. At most. You will not enjoy your time watching this show. This is pretty much the best that CW has to offer, and that's still not saying much because it's still on the CW, and that network is stinkier than like rotten cat food. Anyways, I'll leave you with one final warning. Do not watch Riverdale. I know saying don't watch it makes you want to watch it more, but this is a cautionary tale. It's like don't go into the woods at night. Don't watch Riverdale or you will end up hating yourself.